Hi, I'm Sean Rasmussen from Learn How to Blog. This is the Content Marketing Formula and today's topic is Show Me the Money. Normally people talk about this part first and I know that doesn't work, so that's why we've been covering some foundations to date and there are more foundations to fill in, but now we're going to talk about the money. Let's look at what to sell. There are different things that you can sell online. Let's have a look at what these concepts are. The first one is affiliate products. We'll go through these in more detail, each one. The second one is your own product or service. You might have your own business, you're already established, and you got something you can already sell. You might actually want to build a new business, i.e. make your own product. Or you might even want to do some sort of consulting business. Then you could have a cause or a charity. See, selling is not all about money. Selling something is to sell a concept. We'll look at affiliate products and having your own product and making your own product in more detail in a moment. Right now I'd like to share with you a little story about how I had to show someone the money. When I was in Europe back in the 90s and we were traveling back and we decided, why don't we travel with SAS? I'd always wanted to travel with SAS. Seriously, SAS is the Scandinavian Air Services, so that's like a Danish/Swedish airline. And the flight was going from Copenhagen to Singapore, but then suddenly we found out they were going to land in Bangkok instead because the air hostesses and the pilots and everyone decided to go on strike, as you do. So their strike was actually that they couldn't do more than a 10-hour shift. It was 11 hours to Singapore and 10 hours to Bangkok, so they decided to land in Bangkok instead. So we're in Bangkok airport and we're offered to get a flight to Singapore from Bangkok. And this flight was to be with Korean Airlines. I don't know whether you've ever flown on Korean Airlines, but it was one of the funniest and scariest experiences of my life. Seriously, the only thing that was missing was the cages of chooks and maybe a goat tied up to one of the seats. It was absolute chaos and it was totally out of control. And even when we're at the stage where we're going to land in Singapore, the air hostesses were going around to the passengers saying, please, please, you have to sit down, we're landing. And people were just doing what they wanted. It was totally out of control. And I thought to myself, I'm never ever going to fly with Korean Airlines again, because if there ever is a flight that's going to come out of the sky, it'll be one of them, right? I'm glad I tried it. Everyone's got to try it once. Anyway, prior to boarding Korean Airlines, we're in the Bangkok airport. And because we're traveling back from a 6-week holiday, we sort of had a little bit more luggage with us on the way home than we had going out. So our carry-on luggage was pretty heavy. Now, I used to be a very avid coin collector. So I was carrying about 8 kilograms of coin in my carry-on luggage. And it was in these books and the coins were slotted in. And it was just this massive lump of metal in my carry-on bag. Of course, this carry-on bag comes out the plane. We're carrying that around. It was very heavy. Anyway, this is what I looked like back then. As you could imagine, when we went to board the plane and we're walking through airport security and this bag goes through the X-ray machine, it looked like a big lump of something very, very dangerous. And here's this guy looking through the X-ray machine, waving to the guards to come over. And this guard comes over and he's holding a machine gun. I've never ever seen someone in a public place with a machine gun before then. And I thought, wow, it was quite scary. And I had to explain to them what that was. And they just didn't get this word coin. Anyway, it turned out I showed it to them. And as I was going into the bag, this gun came up a little bit closer to me. And I showed them these coin and they all just cracked up laughing and just waved me on. But that was a case of me having to show them the money. Needless to say, I don't carry coin collections with me on planes anymore. Let's have a look at what we've done so far in the content marketing formula. This is your content marketing formula toolbox so far. In part 1, we went through the science of the content marketing formula. We spoke about E equals MC, energy and money. We talked about being effective and efficient. We also had a look at the content marketing GPS. Give, provide and sell. In session 2, we had a look at the actual competition of the content marketing formula and what you can win from participating. And we know that people who participate and take action actually get results. We also looked at what blogs like, and we learned that blogs like quality, originality and consistency. We looked at what social media likes, and social media particularly likes interaction and conversation. In part 3, a bit of an unplanned session, we did a session on Google Chrome and how to actually save time while you're online. And we looked at some great time-saving tools and some great Chrome extensions to use. And that session had some absolutely fantastic, possibly the best feedback to date out of all of the sessions, I think. Maybe even rivaling the next session, which was the social proof session. So we looked at the power of social signals, using comments, author rank, actually putting a face to your name and not being afraid of showing people who you are online. The power of social signals, besides the word of mouth that it delivers for you and your business and your brand online, it also helps you rank in the search engines. Then in part 5, we went through content is king, talking about how powerful blogs are, the power of blogs, and how people have got needs and how it's important to listen to people because the real leaders in the world, they listen. The real successful people know how to listen. They know that you need to understand before you can be understood. And then we looked at the 5 steps to making sales. In today's session, we're going through Show Me the Money. The 3 options I'm going through today are affiliate products, being in business yourself and creating your own products. First of all, affiliate products. They are great because they're low cost for you to use because they're someone else's product. It's very fast to start up and it's low responsibility. And people generally like low responsibility when you're starting out and you're trying something out to see how it goes. Maybe you want to replace your income online, but you're not quite sure how you'll go. You need to get your confidence up a bit. Then this is a great way of doing it. It's exactly what I did when I started out. I got my confidence up and the rest is history. You also have an unlimited choice and range of products. There are so many products out there, it can actually make it hard to choose because the choice is literally too big. It's also easy to actually change products. So if you start out with something and change your mind, you can go and use another product and sell that instead. You might think, oh yeah, Sean, but I don't want to waste my time spending maybe 6 months on a product just to find out it's not the right one. That is not the right attitude. That is actually a good thing. If you just pick something now, get your experience, do your apprenticeship, and realize that the time is not wasted, it is invested in knowledge. And that knowledge you have acquired in that so-called wasted time, which it is not. You're just moving that experience straight onto that next product. So get your toes and your feet and your whole body in the water and just go in there and do it. Because if you change your mind, you can just take that experience on to the next project. Don't wait for the planets to line up. They never will. Another advantage and perhaps disadvantage is that the service and support of the product is with the product owner. Now that is an advantage because you do not need to do it. However, it's also a disadvantage because you are not in control. And when you're not in control, you can't influence how good the service is on that product. To some people that's good, to other people that's bad. You're sort of out of control, you're just selling the product and you cannot influence what the experience is for the end user, being the customer. Now I started out as an affiliate marketer myself, and I was able to build up my income to over $10,000 a month. At that stage, I fired my boss. I'd done it all part-time, and after that, I was able to build my income. Then, of course, I discovered blogs. Then I started making my own products and so on. If you want to locate affiliate products, they are everywhere. Two of the most obvious places to look are ClickBank and Commission Junction. But also, for instance, if you're a Learn How to Blog member, you can actually be part of the Learn How to Blog affiliate program and earn recurring commissions on the memberships in that. And there are a lot of products out there with affiliate programs. You can also license yourself for some products so you can earn higher commissions. Learn How to Blog has that option too, and we have a handful of licensed affiliates. The other option is to actually have your own products and services. So what am I talking about here? Well, for starters, this is a low online setup cost because you are already in business. So you might have a news agency, you might have a consultancy business, you might have a business that puts those little round things on the end of shoelaces. You might groom chooks. I don't know, but you've got some sort of business, and it could be anything that charges for a product or a service. It means you're already in business, and all you need to do now is get a blog and talk about your product and offer your product. So that also means it has got a fast startup because you're already in business. You can tap into existing systems because your business already runs. You will get a big, massive marketing boost from blogging properly online, simply following the formula that I have been sharing with you to date. You have got existing product knowledge, which means that, yeah, you're up and running already, so it becomes easy. And there are very, very few downsides to going online with a blog when you already have a business. As a matter of fact, I would have to say that those people that don't do it would have to be nuts because they're leaving money on the table for the competitors. Why would you not want to make more money in your business? Sure, I've spoken to people, many people, that say, Sean, I can't handle more business. But that's only because the business is not leveraged enough. It can always be more efficient. I don't know, if you don't need more money, I can bet my bottom dollar that you need more time. Therefore, by being more efficient, you can make the same amount of money in less time. And before I cover the third option, let's talk about keeping busy and profitable. Here's an example of my business. I started out doing affiliate marketing, and when we're at our peak and we're making $240,000 a month, I had 8 people in my office. I had people doing all sorts of stuff. I was at the stage where all I needed to do to make more money was to simply do more of it. The systems were in place. I was making $240 a month. I could have made that $500. I know it would have been a big operation, but I got to the stage where I thought, well, where does this stop? Because I was very, very busy. Then I got to the stage where I actually started to do my own products. So I started to educate and coach people. Currently, my main products where I educate and coach is Learn How to Blog and Digital Product Mastery. But there's also a service side to the business where we do content marketing for clients, such as building blogs and providing the content and doing lead generation into their businesses. So the point I'm making here is that when you have got your topic to blog about, you can build a fully fledged business out of it, and you can do it on any topic. In a future session in this content marketing formula series, I'm going to show you how you can take any topic and build a full-scale business out of it. You can make $100,000 a year, you can make more. It's just a case of how you want to apply it and to what degree. And you can keep this high profit, low cost. Let's look at the third option. The third option is to create your own product. And this is actually what we teach in the award that I'm giving away, the Digital Product Mastery Program, which is the award that someone could win this month. Creating your own product, it's low costs and low overheads. because your own product is created out of an idea, it's a concept, and you turn it into a digital product, so it costs very little. Yes, we're covering this in much more detail in another session. It is very high profit because it's digital. Bandwidth doesn't cost a lot. When people are purchasing information off you that is simply downloaded online and it's costing you very little and they're still getting the same amount of information and they're getting it fast. People want stuff yesterday. They want it immediately. They don't want to wait for it to arrive in the mail. Cater for the audience. You've got yourself a profitable business. It's also fresh new business. Fresh and new means passion and you're excited. And when you're excited, everyone around you is excited. Excited businesses do well. You also have the opportunity of researching the right products before you actually start. Most conventional businesses go and actually set up a business and then find out whether or not they have customers. This way, you can actually research the product before you start the business. And even though it's something you can start up for a very low amount of money, you can literally line up all your ducks in a row before you start. It's also got a fast expansion capacity. When you are doing something and it works, all you need to do is multiply the systems. Or let me put that in a bit of a better concept. You've got the systems already, now you just got to do more of it. So you know how it's done. You can outsource, you can get other people in. If you find that you're doing things more than once in your business, you can get someone else to do it by showing them how to do it. You can grow your business, you can be in charge, you supervise your business, you become the QA officer, the quality assurance person, and you just make sure everything's working and then oversee it. And of course, you can do this on a small scale too. So to run a business that is making 100 grand a year, that can literally be a one-person business with a small outsourcing team of just a couple of people. This is the award, Digital Product Mastery. I hope you're participating in the competition because when this award is released on the 2nd of December 2012, it's based on having X amount of Google Plus comments on one blog post or 2 blog posts or 5 blog posts. You know the deal. Otherwise, go back and check out the previous session about the content marketing formula competition. So you might ask yourself, how do I actually select the right product to sell? To me, it's simple. It's got to either be a product that you know about, in other words, you're knowledgeable about it. So you might have had 10 years or 20 years of experience in a particular field. Then that could be a good type of a topic to have a product based around. So you can go and research that product, find out if there are affiliate products available on that particular topic, or maybe you want to actually become a problem solver. So someone that actually supplies solutions to people's issues and problems online and actually help them sort of consult via a blog, or locate the affiliate products, or make a whole new product around it. Now you might be knowledgeable about something, it doesn't mean you're passionate about it. Pick a topic that you're passionate about and you will always be successful with it. Most people do not appreciate that what they are an expert on, and everyone is an expert on something, what they are an expert on cannot, in their mind, be monetized. So let me say that again. Most people do not appreciate that what they're passionate about and really good at, they don't appreciate that that can actually be monetized. If you want to help people and you don't charge for it, you can help a few people. Hooray, the world is becoming a better place. Thank you very much for that. I salute you. If you charge for helping people a fair amount, it just means that you're valuing what you're doing and charge a fair amount for that. You can now make profits and you can help more people. Fantastic, now the world is becoming a better place at a faster rate because you can afford to help more. You can be a part-time hobby helper, or you can be a full-time professional that is making a difference, that leaves a legacy perhaps because you helped so many people. Which one would you rather? help tens of thousands or dozens? Ponder on that, and let's have a look at a 5-step guide to online success. Remember, I said earlier, I'm going to do a session on building a business around any topic. You can build a business on any topic whatsoever. And cast aside any doubts that you may have on that, because they're just your own personal doubts, or they might be someone else's doubts that someone has put upon you. Successful people in business are just people that are doing everyday stuff, and they're doing a little bit extra with it to stand out from the crowd. That's it. And things that we think can't be monetized or can't be turned into million-dollar businesses, other people just go out and turn it into million-dollar businesses because they knew or believed in themselves. Maybe they didn't believe in themselves, but they did it anyway. Now they believe in themselves. They know in themselves now. They know that they did it. The people that do, they get results. And the ones that don't, they will never know. So keep that in mind. I will do a session on building a business around any topic, and I'm also going to cover as well how you are an expert on something and how to dig that out and how you can unlock that inner expert. Your 5-step guide to online success. 1. Select a topic that you love. This is the hardest one because generally what you love you may not want to monetize for whatever reason. Maybe it's guilt. Maybe your guilt could be because you feel that, oh, I can't charge for this. I love doing it. So therefore I can't get paid for it. Paid is something you do for things that you don't like going to work. Yet the most successful people in the world, the richest people in the world do what they love and get paid for it. They get labeled as workaholics, yet they're actually loveaholics because they're doing what they love. Select a topic that you love because that you can be passionate about and that you would do and not get paid for it and still carry on with it. It means that when someone contacts you about it, you actually care about sharing that topic. It means that you will be better than the other people that are in business on the same topic who do not care about anything else but the money. You will overtake them and knock them out of business any day because you are better, because you care. It's about caring. That topic is success. Your topic that you love, that you're passionate about, that is your key to unlocking success. Step 2 is to blog about the topic. Simply talk about it, share it out there. Let people know that you're the person on that topic. And we've covered what to do when it comes to blogging. And remember, you actually can outsource this. You actually can get other people to write these topics for you. We'll look at outsourcing and we'll look at how you can do it and keep it ethical and do it properly and how to be consistent and have that team to back you up so that your business ticks like clockwork. Step 3 is to establish authority. People need experts. People want experts. And if you put your hand up and say, over here, I'm an expert, people will come to you and they will seek your advice. And if you're not an expert and you're doubting yourself and you say, Sean, I'm not an expert, I don't want to deceive people, you're not deceiving people because, for starters, you picked a topic you love, right? You're passionate about this topic. You're following my steps here, right? So we're not going to break these steps. So no shortcuts. You pick a topic you love. So when someone comes to you and asks you advice on this topic that you love and you do not know the answer, what will you do? You're going to go and locate the answer for them because you love the topic, you're passionate about it, and now someone needs help. Go and get it. And guess what happens? Whilst you're establishing your authority, while you're helping other people, you are now serving an advanced, sped up apprenticeship on that topic and you are learning faster than anyone else. The fastest way to learn is to teach. It is the best way to learn. It's to teach because it's hands-on and you're doing it. And when you do things, you acquire experience. And when you acquire experience and do it a certain amount of times, it becomes you. It becomes your persona. You become the authority. Experts are needed. Establish authority. Step 4, communicate with passion and empathy. People want both. Listen, be passionate, talk, communicate, interact, and you have got yourself a cornerstone of a successful business. People need other people that care. Not enough people care, or perhaps not enough people that care are actually showing it. And the 5th step is to sell. Sell with content first and sales second, following the content marketing GPS. Give, provide, and sell. To me, that's a very, very basic guide, yet it is the guide. If you follow these 5 steps and you follow them with authenticity and passion and empathy, you will be successful on any topic. As we go forward, we'll cover more and more details, more pieces of the puzzle will fall into place. We're going for a full month. There are many, many hours in this. As you know, we are now officially halfway through our sessions. And if you are watching this session and haven't watched any of the previous, you've done yourself a slight disservice because you have missed hours of content, and that information is required in order to totally understand what I've gone through here today. So if you haven't watched the previous sessions, or you don't consider yourself an expert or really, really fluent on those topics, then go back and watch them again. Ask more questions in the blog. Ask more questions. Communicate with me on social media. Upcoming sessions in the content marketing formula. More about social signals, Facebook, Google+, Twitter and Pinterest. I'm going to show you how to unlock your inner expert and build a business from any topic. We're going to go through the $100,000 business plan, and that always gets people excited, and I've seen people do it. And I'm going through much more. How am I going to fit all this in? I have no idea, but I will do it. By now you know how to get support. Comment on learnhowtoblog.com.au or ask a question in Facebook, Google+, or Twitter. I'm actually not seeing a lot of action on Twitter, so why don't you go to Twitter and type in @blogau. That's my Twitter handle, and ask me a question or say hello or something. Maybe just say great session, loved it. Or just reply to one of my posts in there @blogau. You can also send an email to newsletter@learnhowtoblog.com.au and communicate with one of our support team from Learn How to Blog. And to fit in nicely with the content marketing formula and our little scientific formula of E equals MC, energy equals marketing times content, here is a motivational quote by Oscar Wilde. Success is a science. If you have the conditions, you get the results. Content marketing formula homework for this session. I want to thank those of you who are actually interacting. There is only a fraction of you actually interacting and commenting and going on social media, but for those of you who are doing it, you're doing a great job, and thank you for standing out. If you're feeling that you might want to go in there and do something and say hello, please do so. Otherwise, you'll be a silent number. Say hello to me somewhere, on the blog or in social media. Today's content marketing formula homework is to join Pinterest. Many of you already have, because I noticed that you've been following Learn How to Blog on Pinterest, so thank you very much for that. What I'd like you to do for this homework is to simply go and pin your favorite quote from learnhowtoblog.com.au. In each one of these series of the content marketing formula, we've got a motivational quote from someone in history that has said something that I believe can help you stay motivated and inspired to go forward and become successful. These quotes can stay with you for life. One of these quotes will just really resonate with you. Which one is it? So far, there has been 6. Henry Ford, Jim Rohn, Mark Twain, Zig Ziglar, Stephen Covey, and Oscar Wilde. Go in and pin one of those on Pinterest and then comment in this blog post and tell me which one that you pinned and why it's your favorite. And the links to those are below this video. Let me show you how it's done. I'm going to go to one of the previous sessions and let's pick this one, Content Marketing Science. And when you're in there, scroll down, make sure that there is a motivational quote, and there it is. Then we go to the Pinterest extension in your Chrome Explorer. You did install that one, right? And you click on the pin it. Now it will take you to your Pinterest account. You may need to log in. I'm already logged in. Then you click on the quote itself. And then I have got a board called Motivation. I select that board and I click pin it. And you can actually put your own notes in there as well. And that's it. Select your favorite and comment on which one is your favorite and why. Do that below this video. And for the competition, there will be a fair chance that one of these content marketing formula sessions is going to be the leader on Pinterest because you guys are pinning those because of the motivational quotes. So just a hint there, if you're looking to win a prize, one of those sessions could be the ones to pin and comment on for you. That's it for today's session. Thank you very much for joining me here today. I'm Sean Rasmussen from Learn How to Blog. This is the Content Marketing Formula. See you in the next video. Live life, have fun, and enjoy.